What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video. The Mirror is reporting via some Portuguese newspapers that Bruno Fernandes is a transfer target for Liverpool. And check this out, this guy is a 24-year midfielder. 24-year-old midfielder. He's a Portuguese international, and after scoring 16 goals last season for Sporting, he already has a whopping 22 goals for Sporting Club de Portugal in 39 games. For a midfielder, that is outstanding, honestly. That's more than one goal every 2 games, and the season is still like 3 or 4 months left of the season. And as I said, he's 24 years old and he's having an incredible season for Sporting. He scored 3 goals in the Europa League, 5 goals in the Portuguese League Cup and the Portuguese FA Cup, and 11 goals in the Portuguese League. So he's having an outstanding season, and Sporting has financial difficulties, financial issues, as the Portuguese newspapers are reporting. So they want to sell probably their most expensive player in terms of what kind of transfer fee he would command. And he is 24 years old, as I said, and he is the captain of Sporting Lisbon. And Sporting already lost quite a few of their star players after that clash with fans last season. So they lost William Carvalho, Jason Martins, Rui Patricio. Bloomberg reported in November that Sporting Lisbon is in huge debt. They have 281 million euros that they have to pay back after years of financial mismanagement, and that's some serious money that they have to recoup. And I think they have to sell probably their most talented players in the coming seasons, because first of all, the Portuguese league is not rich enough for Sporting to keep their stars, and also even if they weren't even in financial difficulty, that would be difficult to keep them, because I mean, clubs from other top leagues just can offer way higher wages. But also because of these financial difficulties, they absolutely have to sell some of their stars. Bruno Fernandes, one of them, and they probably would get the most money for Bruno Fernandes at this moment. And because they will not play in the Champions League next season either, they probably have to sell some of their star players. Like, they are sitting in 4th place in Portugal, they are not even in 3rd, and they are way off the title race, like 10 or 11 points behind both Porto and Benfica, and also Braga are ahead of Sporting. So they probably have to sell some of their star players, and Bruno Fernandes would command a very good transfer fee. The big question is, where would he fit in at Liverpool? But I think Liverpool need to sign a midfielder who can score goals. One of the weakest points of Liverpool this season is we don't have enough goals from midfield. I mean, if you take a look at our goal scorers, Xherdan Shaqiri has 6 goals, but some of them were lucky deflections against Manchester United, and other than that, the other midfielders are not really scoring goals. Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain, of course, has the potential to score 5-10 goals from midfield, but at the moment, you know, the Ox is out injured, and Naby Keita so far hasn't really started scoring for Liverpool, but he has the potential to do so. But I think we need a midfielder who specializes in scoring goals. I of course wanted Liverpool to sign Naby Fekir, but for many reasons that transfer failed last summer, and I think this summer we need to sign a goal-scoring midfielder. That's my opinion. But of course, these videos are also about you guys, so let me know in the comments below, who do you think Liverpool should sign? And according to Portuguese newspaper Correio da Manhã, Sporting are ready to negotiate a deal which would see Fernandes leave when the transfer window reopens in the summer, which sounds very promising for Liverpool. And of course, the issue issues revolves around the price for a player who is contracted until 2023, so he has a long contract. Fernandes has also a 100 million euro release clause in his contract, which he signed last July, but Sporting will of course substantially lower that figure, because I just can't see anybody paying 100 million euros for this guy. But definitely for like 40 or 50 million pounds, I think Bruno Fernandes could be a very good option. The Portuguese league is a lot slower and a lot less physically demanding or physically intense than the Premier League, so it's always a big question how a player coming from the Portuguese league would adapt to the Premier League. There are of course many examples of different scenarios. Like you look at the Wolves, they have a lot of players who started their career in Portugal and who are doing very well in the Premier League, like Raúl Jiménez is having a great season. But also there is of course the other example of Lazar Markovic. He failed spectacularly at Liverpool after being a very talented and highly rated youngster at Benfica. So it's of course a little bit of a risk signing a player from Portugal, but somebody who has these kind of numbers, and Bruno Fernandes could end up scoring 30 goals in total this season, even though Sporting went out of the Europa League. If I remember correctly, no, they didn't even qualify for the Europa League, sorry, they went out of the Champions League. They finished in 4th place in the Champions League group stages, so he probably has mostly league games to add to his goals tally. But even if he just scores 25 goals, that's a remarkable return from a midfielder. And Bruno Fernandes, his playing style, I would describe him as similar to Philippe Coutinho. He is a roaming number 10 who likes to pop up at different areas of the pitch, and he has a lot of creativity. He's a brilliant set piece taker, and he has of course 8 assists as well as 22 goals, so he's a provider and a creator as well as a goal scorer. And he's maybe even a better goal scorer than Coutinho, because I don't remember Coutinho scoring more than 20 goals in one season at any stage of his career. And I think after the Fekir transfer failed to materialize, Liverpool want that goal-scoring midfielder, that creative midfielder to add to their ranks, because as I said, all of our midfielders just don't score enough goals, and sometimes when Salah, Mane and Firmino are not firing on all cylinders, it's very difficult for Liverpool to score goals, because there is no one midfielder who could step up. Probably since Steven Gerrard retired or left Liverpool, rather, there is no one midfielder that you can count on that he will score a goal. And that's why I'm also really desperate and looking forward to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain being back at the Liverpool team, being back in the Liverpool team, because he is also a player who can just go forward and score goals from midfield for Liverpool. And I think we desperately need to share the goal scoring burden among the team, not just the forward players, but midfielders need to chip in with goals as well. And I read a lot about this title challenge that Liverpool have, and astonishingly Liverpool have their best points per game ratio in their history. Remember that Liverpool were league champions 18 times before, and not one of those 18 league championships came with as many points per game as Liverpool have now. We have 2.46 points per game, which equals a 93.5 point season. But also there has never been a season where Man City or any other team and Liverpool are so far ahead of all the other teams who have so many points. And actually Liverpool have more points right now with the 10 Premier League games to go than they had on 16 different occasions, so at the end of the season. So already we are better off than 16 seasons previous Liverpool teams points tally at the end of the season, and we still have 33 points to win. We still have we still have 30 points to win. We still have 10 games to go, and we already beat 16 different previous Liverpool teams' points total. That is mind-blowing, and it's incredibly also motivating but frustrating as well. It's a mixed bag. It's very encouraging that this is, on paper, the best Liverpool team in their history in terms of efficiency. They are winning the most amount of games of any previous Liverpool team if you compare them. But also they are only 1 point ahead of Man City. And actually, if you check the records, after 28 games there were quite a few teams who were on 69 points, but they were on average 11 points clear of any other team in first place. So that means that any team who got to at least 69 points previously at this stage of the season, that title race was over. And this one is not over, because we are up against one of the best teams in Premier League history, Manchester City. So I'm convinced that if Liverpool win this league title, it will be the greatest league title victory, league championship victory in Liverpool's history. And that is saying something, because Liverpool had some great teams in the past who won European Cups, league titles, FA Cups, League Cups, all kinds of trophies. And at the moment this Liverpool team is better than all of them, and yet it could be that Liverpool finish in second place with something crazy like 94, 95 points, because Manchester City, if they win all their games, they can end up on 98 points, which is mind-blowing. So Liverpool have to get probably 95, 96 points in total if we want to win the league title, because I can't see Man City losing 2 games from now until the end of the season. So they will maybe lose 1 game and draw a couple, or draw 1 and lose 1. So we shall wait and see, but it shows that what a crazy season this is, unprecedented even, and history suggests that this could go down as the greatest Premier League title race, maybe alongside the Manchester United Man City battle, when both teams ended up on 89 points and only goal difference separated them. So it will be fascinating to see how this title race pans out. And Wijnaldum said some very interesting things about the Everton-Liverpool game. He said, "I expect it is going to be a big fight. It was a good game last time we played them. Everton were really good, better than all the times we had played them before. I don't expect them to be less motivated than they were before. I think it's going to be a difficult game." And also Wijnaldum said, "Every game is different. They can have a bad run and something can change and make them good again." And Wijnaldum is relishing the atmosphere that will greet Liverpool at Goodison Park. He said, "Yeah, it's nice. You use it to spur you on. It's great to win there. My first year, we won there at the Goodison. In the derby, their fans expect a lot from the players. They will support the players on the pitch. It's a totally different atmosphere to a normal game. But we go there to play football and to hopefully enjoy and win." Oh man, that is also a crucial game in the title race. Liverpool need to make a statement in this title race, and winning away at Goodison, which is a tough ground to go to, especially for Liverpool, because Everton, that will be their cup final. They will want nothing more in their whole season than to derail Liverpool's title challenge. So Liverpool have to be at their best if we want to win there, and I'm really looking forward to it. So of course a crucial game, and if Liverpool were to win away at Goodison, I think that will really boost Liverpool's confidence, and we could go on a winning run in the Premier League, which is needed, because Man City are already on a winning run. Since they lost to Newcastle, they won all their games, and in fact since the halfway stage of the season, Man City won 8 games and drew only 1 game. So I mean, Man City won 8 games and lost only to Newcastle. So they are on a very good run, Manchester City. Will they be able to keep it up? That's the big question though. I'm not sure, because if Man City will try to go for all the trophies, they surely will get tired and distracted, and something will happen in one of the games. I mean, they almost lost points against West Ham. If Andy Carroll scores last night that huge chance it's 1-0 to West Ham, it's completely different game. So it was actually quite close to Man City dropping points, and I just can hope that Man City go far in the Champions League, in the FA Cup, and that will tire them out, and surely that will result in them dropping points. But if there is a squad in world football who can cope with fighting on 4 competitions, it's Manchester City's squad. They are insane. They have 2 world-class players for almost every position. But let me know, guys, what do you think about the title race. And Pep Guardiola said this about the title race: we know with 10 games to go, 3 points, many things are going to happen. I think we are going to drop points. I think Liverpool are going to drop points. So we are going to see what will happen until the end. It is not important now to refresh, have a good recovery, and prepare for the game against Bournemouth. So Guardiola thinks that both Liverpool and Manchester City will drop points in the title race, and I agree. I can't see Liverpool winning 10 games in a row. If we do that, we definitely deserve to win the Premier League title, and we could equal the 11-game winning streak that we did back in 2013-14. But nerves will play a big part, and Manchester City are more experienced. They already got over the line, they already won the title last season, so it will be interesting what will happen. But I'm just enjoying the ride. This is so much fun, being first in the Premier League and really watching probably the best Liverpool team in history in terms of how effective we are, how many points we get, that this is the best Liverpool team in history. So I really hope that we can get over the line and win this first Premier League title. Come on Liverpool, let's do this. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later, have a nice day. Goodbye.